Hi and welcome to this comparison video between the digital upright pianos in Yamaha CLP-800 series. This series is a successor to Yamaha CLP-700 series, and in this video we want to investigate where the different pianos within the series differ. First we want to see what characterizes the CLP-800 series. Then we'll start with the entry-level piano in the series and walk through each piano in the lineup to see what's new every time you choose a higher model in the series. This way we'll get through all the pianos in the series except the two grand piano versions, the CLP-865 GP and the 895 GP. Let's get started. So what characterizes the CLP-800 series? All the pianos in this series are made to replicate the feeling of playing an acoustic grand piano. They all feature the two famous instruments, the Yamaha CFX and the Bösendorfer Imperial. The keyboard actions are very well made and they come in different variations. The Grand Touch S keyboard action is found on the 825 and on the 835. Then the Grand Touch S with wooden keys on the 845. Then the Grand Touch action with wooden keys on the CLP-875. And finally, the Grand Touch action with wooden keys and counterweights on the CLP-885. One difference between the Grand Touch S action and the Grand Touch action is the pivot length. On the Grand Touch action, the pivot length is designed to be the same length as on an acoustic action. Like on an acoustic grand piano, it is possible to play farther toward the pivot. Another difference between the two keyboard actions is that the Grand Touch feature 88 key linear graded hammers, which means that each key has its individual touch weight and return feel. All pianos in the CLP-800 series are equipped with virtual resonance modeling and grand expression modeling. The virtual resonance modeling simulates the resonance that is normally generated from dampers, strings and soundboard on acoustic grand pianos. The grand expression modeling technology enables rich musical expression by sensing the depth of the player's touch on every key along with speed and intensity to calculate how an acoustic piano would respond. All 5 pianos have 256 notes of polyphony. Now let's get started with the comparison. The first piano is the entry-level piano, the CLP-825. It features 10 voices and the Grand Touch S keyboard action. The piano is controlled with the buttons on the left-hand side of the piano. All the pianos can be controlled with the Smart Pianist app from Yamaha thanks to Bluetooth connectivity. The CLP-825 can record one song consisting of 2 tracks, but it cannot be saved to a USB flash drive. The CLP-825 has a one-way speaker system and the amplifiers features 2x20 watts. The binaural sampling is available for the CFX but not on the Bösendorfer Imperial as it is on the rest of the pianos in the lineup. The piano has 2 ports for headphones and 1 USB to host port. For the following instruments in the lineup, a number of features are available which are not available on the CLP-825. For example, that could be 2 more touch sensitivity levels, function assignable pedals, and effects like chorus, brilliance, and insertion effects. Now let's move on to the next piano in the lineup. Here we have the CLP-835. It has the same keyboard action, the Grand Touch S keys, as the CLP-825. But here we have 38 voices and a more powerful one-way speaker system with 2x30 watts amplifiers. It has a display, so it's more convenient to record, and it features up to 250 MIDI recordings with up to 16 tracks. You can save the recording to a USB flash drive. The CLP-835 features binaural sampling for both the Yamaha CFX and the Bösendorfer Imperial. In addition to 2 ports for headphones and USB to host, the CLP-835 also features USB to device, a stereo mini jack aux in and 2 aux out ports. Now to the next piano in the lineup, the CLP-845. And compared to the CLP-835, here the keyboard action is different as well as the speaker system. The keyboard action is called the Grand Touch S with wooden keys, and the speaker system consists of a two-way speaker system. This means that we have 2 times 45 watts plus 2 times 45 watts. So we have 2 speakers with diffusers for mid-range and 2 speakers with diffusers for low range. Like the CLP-835, the CLP-845 and the rest of the pianos in the lineup feature a display, great recording options, good connectivity options, and binaural sampling for both the CFX and the Bösendorfer Imperial. This piano also features 38 voices. The next piano in the CLP series is the CLP-875. Here the keyboard action is the Grand Touch action with wooden keys. It features a longer pivot length than on the Grand Touch S keys, and the pivot length is actually the same as on grand piano keys. Furthermore, it features 88 key linear graded hammers. Something changes with the pedals too. Here the Grand Touch pedals feature the GP response damper pedal, which simulates the resistance of grand piano's dampers and gives the sensation of the dampers being raised off the strings when depressing the damper pedal. The CLP-875 has 38 voices and all the same functionalities as on the CLP-845, but here the speaker system has been upgraded, so it has a 3-way speaker system with 2 times 45 watts amplifiers plus 2 times 25 watts plus 2 times 40 watts. The speaker system consists of 2 woofers for low range and 2 speakers for mid-range with diffusers and 2 speakers for high range with bidirectional horns. Now to the flagship model of the upright digital pianos in the CLP series, the CLP-885. Here the keyboard action has been upgraded even further, given that the Grand Touch keyboard action with wooden keys now has counterweights as well. The key cover type is different on the CLP-885 than the other models. Here it's a folding key cover instead of a sliding key cover on the other models. Compared to the other models in the series, the number of voices has been expanded a lot on the flagship model. It features 53 voices plus 480 XG voices and 14 drum kits and sound effects kits. The CLP-885 has a 3-way speaker system consisting of 2 spruce cone speakers with diffusers covering the low range, 2 mid-range speakers with diffusers and 2 high-range speakers with bidirectional horns. The amplifiers feature 2 times 45 watts plus 2 times 30 watts plus 2 times 40 watts. Now, this was all the upright pianos in the CLP-800 series from Yamaha. All these quality instruments feature stereophonic optimizer for a great audio experience when playing with headphones. And all the pianos have split, layer and dual functions, as well as 50 classical songs and 303 lesson songs built in. Furthermore, all the pianos in the lineup have a built-in USB audio interface. Bluetooth MIDI and Bluetooth audio are also available on all the CLP-800 models, making it easy to stream music from a smart device through the speakers of the instrument, or to connect it to learning apps, or for example the Smart Pianist app from Yamaha. Yamaha makes amazing digital pianos, so what to choose? The pianos differ in the version of key action, in the number of voices and features, in the size of the speaker system and in the design. But what's important for you and what fits your budget? Hopefully this comparison video was helpful in getting an overview of the CLP-800 series. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video. If so, give it a like and consider subscribing to our YouTube channel so you don't miss future videos. We're the leading retailer of digital pianos, stage pianos and keyboards in the Nordic countries, so come and visit one of our stores in Copenhagen, Aarhus, Stockholm or Helsinki. You can also visit our website or social media to get inspired. Go play piano!